Hi, you guys. It's your girl, Cynthia Bailey Hill, and it's going down in my DMs. So I love this DM that I got from Octavia Spencer, who I love. I posted a picture of her. She commented, "Thanks, sis. I'm a huge fan of yours." She said she was a huge fan of mine as well, which, like, I flipped out. I say, "Oh my God, thank you. I'm from Alabama. Anyway, just continue to move in greatness. I'm such a huge fan. God bless you." And then she responds back, "Oh my God, no way. You are so graceful, even when it's difficult to be. Keep being you. Black women need those positive images." Amen. She engaged, so I engaged again because obviously she wanted to talk to me now. So I say, "Looking forward to our paths crossing one of these days." I was trying to be discreet, but if I ever see you, it's gonna be a whole fan out moment. And then she responded, "Yes, indeed." So I basically had a whole DM conversation with the talented Octavia Spencer. I predict in the future, I'm just gonna manifest that we're gonna have lunch one day because she didn't say we couldn't go. She did not say we wouldn't go to lunch. She just didn't say we would. I'm sorry. It's not a no. I didn't know what was gonna happen in my DMs once I got out of the Big Brother house because my phone basically exploded as soon as I turned it on because I hadn't turned it on in 30 days. With everything that we had to deal with in the Big Brother house, like I was fine with no TV, no computer. I mean, I even could have gone without food at one point. It was the phone. When they took the phone, that was it. We FaceTime every day, probably about 8, 9 times a day. That was the lifeline. That was when I was like, okay, Big Brother house is kind of like prison a little bit. But then I realized prisons actually have more rights because they have phones and conjugal visits, okay? We didn't have any of that stuff. Carson Kressley, my ride or die in the Big Brother house. "Hi, my love, please text me your phone number," because we didn't know we were gonna be in the house together, so we didn't have each other's number, although we were basically attached at the hip. If I go, I go. I'm good. And I still love you guys.
She's fine.
Okay, this is not in my DMs per se, but it would have been great if it was. Apparently, when I was locked up in the Big Brother house, Beyonce shouted out my birthday. Can you imagine? And I didn't even know it because I was locked up. Thank you so much, Beyonce. I love you so much for shouting me out. Have I ever looked in my husband Mike's DMs? No, because I just always feel like if you look, child, you will find. And I know how these Instagram women move in these Instagram streets. Whew. You know, at the end of the day, I used Instagram for good, not evil, all right? So as a married woman, stay out of my man's DMs. Men, stay out of mine, unless you just come in peace. Before I got married, my DMs were a lot more interesting, I'll just say that, okay? Definitely had some very significant people showing me some very significant things in my DM, all right? You just did like a windshield wiper thing and just like, Some of you guys will try it. I get the like, "Oh, hello, beautiful," and I'm like, "Hi." Just wanted to say I think you're the most beautiful woman in the world. I'm like, And you know, if ever you need a friend, I'm like, really? Come on. Yeah, they try it in the DMs. Married and all, every now and then, I just have to put out a friendly reminder thirst trap to my husband to let him know that his wife is fine. You know, you'd be surprised. The fire emojis definitely come in the DMs. They don't say anything, but they just want to let me know that they see me, that we see each other in the DMs. Now, you guys, I'm going to answer questions that you guys sent into E-News. Be nice. I'm only going to answer the nice ones. Who have I kept in touch with from the Real Housewives of Atlanta? A few of the girls. Candy, I probably shouldn't read Candy's out loud. We do a lot of tea talking in the DMs. Marlo Hampton, we definitely stay in touch. Kenya and I have texted here and there, but not as much as we used to. So, Celebrity Big Brother, Real Housewives of Atlanta. 2 reality shows that I have been on at this point. I thought maybe in some small way, being a Real Housewife of Atlanta for 11 years would have prepared me for Celebrity Big Brother. Well, it did not prepare me at all. Not even a little bit. Celebrity Big Brother is hands down one of the hardest and craziest things I've ever done in my life. What is next for Cynthia Bailey Hill? Well, thank you for asking. I actually have a Lifetime movie called Cruel Instruction. I am one of the leads in the movie. I'm so excited. This is the biggest role that I've gotten so far. I actually play a mom of a troubled teen, but this movie is inspired by true life events. So this is a real conversation. This movie is amazing, but it is, you know, you might want to have a cocktail you might want to drink. So Seagram's Escapes Peach Bellini goes perfectly with watching my new movie on Lifetime, Cruel Instruction.
Honestly, it's all love, It was never what people make it out to be. I think people grow and I've got nothing but love for them. And I don't really respond to haters like that.